Hello again. In Lesson 16, we introduced a sound that we say in two different ways. For both of them, we have our teeth on our tongue. The first one is th, like at the beginning of thistle. And then there is l, where our vocal cords vibrate more, like at the beginning of them. We use the same letters for both sounds. Write the letter or letters you need for the sounds you hear. Th or l. Th or l is TH. Mp is MP. G. G is G. I is I. I, G, H. Sp. Sp is S. P. A. A is A. Well, my tongue is at the back of my throat. Is N, G. P. P is P. A is A. Sk. Sk is S. C. Oo or O. Oo or O is double O. Kt. Kt is C. T. O. O is O. S. S is S and double S. O. O is O. Is H. I. I is I. B. B is B. K. K is C. There, all finished. And before we go back to say the sounds, we're going to put a line above the long vowel sounds. It's called a macron, but we can remember it as line for long. And we do this because the letters that we have aren't in a word to help us work out how to say them. They are there on their own. Okay, here we go. Say the sounds as if you were reading. F or v. M. G. I. Sp. A. P. A. Sk. Oo or o. Kt. O. S. S. O. I. B. K. And remember, you can always do that routine with somebody else because you will have the writing there to do it. For now, let's have a think. Do I need an apostrophe op? First one, we are going to think about omission. If I want to write hasn't instead of has not, what do I omit when I'm writing? First, I omit the space between the letters. Then I omit the letter O. And I put my apostrophe where that letter O would have been. Hasn't. How about possession? Well, Bob's fingerprint is very definitely his. So the apostrophe goes after his name and then we add an S. If your name ends in an S, like Innes, you have a choice. You either add an apostrophe after the S at the end of your name, or you add an apostrophe S. And that is perhaps closer to what we say, because we would say Innes's fingerprint. But I'm going to add something new today. Paw prints on my kitchen floor, but there are 2 sets. So if I'm writing about the cat's paw prints, what do I do to let people know there was more than one cat, especially if there isn't a picture? So here we have cats, and we've added suffix S to show there is more than one. And I simply put the apostrophe after that suffix S. And that matches what we say as well, the cat's paw prints. But I know now that there was more than one cat. Okay, if you'd like to go over the letters that we've covered already, you can use this page and ask somebody to say the sounds. You could actually use a page in your jotter if you've still got that exercise there. But maybe you'd like to go back to part 1, lesson 9, and do the building speed 2 there. It will also go over the reasons for using suffix S. And if you'd like to go over all of the individual letters, do building speed for capitals, and that will give you a chance to add in your own Be the Teacher routine. Thank you for joining me.